Yes.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday evening, our fun Tuesday evenings, where I dive a little bit deeper into the technical aspects of nutrition and how it affects us and how it makes our life better or worse, dependent on what we are using and what we aren't using. So for the past few weeks, I've been covering the rather hot topic of inflammation. And inflammation happens in the body pretty much all the time. And it's a self-defense mechanism that the body does in times of crisis and in times of injury. If it's an acute case of inflammation, like at a time of injury, you've twisted your ankle, sprained your wrist, that kind of thing, or even a mild infection, you're going to have inflammation. This is a good thing. However, the problem comes when that inflammation becomes chronic, meaning that it's there virtually 24/7. And it's like you have a blowtorch, a welding torch. If you brush your finger through it, even a candle, I'll take something as mild as a candle. You brush your finger through it, and generally nothing happens. Maybe your finger goes a little bit black from the soot, but you don't get burned. But hold your finger in that flame, and you will get burnt. And this is exactly what happens with chronic inflammation in our body, in that for short bursts, it's not a problem. Your body can handle it. It's when it's focused for long periods of time that it leads to all sorts of fun things that happen in the body. And to liken our body to a motor vehicle, for instance, inflammation would be the equivalent of rust, because inflammation leads to things like cancers, heart disease, etc. So let me carry on. We've gone through the basics of inflammation, what it is, what's causing it, and what foods to look at to give ourselves an anti-inflammatory diet. Because we've also learned that today's diet is mostly inflammatory in nature. And instead of popping down anti-inflammatory pain tabs that you get from the doctors, we want to treat it more holistically by giving ourselves anti-inflammatory food. And if you're not getting the food, then you obviously go to your supplements. Let me share my screen and continue where I left off last week. Okay. Right, so chronic inflammation is your body's silent rust. We've covered, last week we covered the omega-3 as our main anti-inflammatory. Now we're going to get to the next one, which is beta-GARD. And as we know, beta-GARD is unique to Neolife. The increasing presence of toxic chemicals in our environment increases the risk of chronic disease because it leads to, obviously, chronic inflammation. Neolife's beta-GARD offers nutritional protection. It's a synergistic blend of antioxidant and detoxifying nutrients that help the body to neutralize and metabolize toxic materials. And we need this because pollution threatens our well-being. The assault comes from all sides. The air we breathe, both indoors and out, as well as the water we drink and the food we eat, are all potential sources of toxic exposure. I don't know when last you drank water straight from the tap without any funny side effects. I know around here we often have issues because we don't have water coming out of our taps. We've got diluted mud or weak coffee that sometimes comes out of the taps. And also at my office, for instance, I'm constantly exposed to toxins both indoors and outdoors. I work in a medical practice, and part of that involves working with things like rubber, glue, metal, and my direct environment there is not very well ventilated. And outside, I have a main thoroughfare So we have cars and motorbikes and trucks and all sorts of fun things riding up and down the road pretty much all the time. So me personally, I'm exposed to a lot of things. And then also being in a hospital setting, I get to be exposed to all sorts of other fun stuff over there. And I don't even want to know what half the things are that I am actually exposed to. But my basic in this whole deal is that I try and keep my immune system as strong as possible and do the occasional detox with a product like Betagard. Scientific research shows that certain nutrients may boost the body's defenses against environmental toxins by interfering with toxic reactions and preventing cellular damage. Because we know that everything starts with the cell. So if you can protect your cell, you will go a very long way to protecting your body. Betagard was developed by our world-renowned toxicologist, Dr. Arthur First, and it was formulated specifically to assist in defending the body against harmful agents in our air, water, and food. It contains a synergistic blend of both antioxidants and detoxifying nutrients to help the body interrupt the toxic processes and protect against cellular damage from environmental pollutants. As we know, it was developed originally as an antidote to chemotherapy. Provides antioxidant protection from beta-carotene and other carotenoids as they occur naturally in carrots, but there's also vitamin C and the complete vitamin E family of tocopherols and tocotrienols, which is what makes this product absolutely unique. It helps to detoxify foreign substances which are ingested or inhaled. Now, the B vitamins, including niacin, pyridoxine, and cyanocobalamin, help to detoxify the foreign substances. And it helps protect against heavy metal contamination and helps boost the immune system. Added things are zinc, selenium, and GTF chromium also aid the body's vital defenses. So it's a complete package of pretty much all nutrients that are there specifically for protection and detoxification have been combined in this one product. It provides as much beta-carotene as 2 large carrots, plus the whole food sourced vitamins C and E to provide antioxidant protection against environmental pollutants. Because we know that vitamin C is actually water soluble, so that protects the sinuses and the lungs and your nasal passages, obviously where all those toxins are being inhaled through your mouth and through your nose. It also contains the B vitamins, including niacin and pyridoxine, to help the body detoxify foreign substances that are ingested or inhaled. B vitamins are also water-soluble, just like vitamin C. It also contains zinc and selenium to defend against heavy metal poisons, such as cadmium, mercury, and lead. Even though most vehicles on the road today have what's known as catalytic converters, which supposedly filter out what's left of any lead in our unleaded fuel, yes, there is still trace elements of lead in our unleaded fuel, believe it or not, but the catalytic converter was developed to try and filter out those extra bits. Unfortunately, they don't get everything, and there are still bits of heavy metals that are floating around in our environment today. It also contains GTF chromium and other active ingredients which boost the immune system's response and help the liver detoxify food additives such as artificial colorings. It has an amino acid chelation which improves the absorption of beneficial minerals. As we know, minerals are absorbed much, much better if they are found in a chelated source form as opposed to a non-chelated form. And they're formulated by one of the world's leading toxicologists. And that's Dr. Arthur First. He basically formed the toxicology board and pretty much laid down the guidelines for what should and shouldn't be in things from a toxicology perspective, both in food as well as the environment. The next product that we're looking at is our favorite carotenoid complex, also unique to Neolife. And numerous studies have linked carotenoids, the yellow, orange, red, and green pigments in fruits and veggies, to reduced risks of aggressive and threatening challenges to the body, an enhanced immune system, as well as tissue protection. Now, your carotenoids are fat-soluble, so they stay in the system for a longer period than the water-soluble antioxidants do. Fruit and veggies are the best sources of carotenoids, but most people do not eat the 5 to 13 daily servings recommended for optimal well-being. Neolife's carotenoid complex is a whole food supplement whose benefits have been demonstrated in human studies conducted by the USDA and university researchers. Each capsule provides the complete carotenoid value of an optimal serving of a wide variety of carotenoid-rich fruits and veggies. And this is what the problem is, because people will generally tell you, I don't need to take supplements because I get everything I need from my diet. The question is, are they getting their 2 kilograms worth of raw, organic, whole food, fruits and veggies, colored fruits and veggies that are high in carotenoids? Are they getting that every day? If they are, great, they don't need to supplement. If they aren't, and especially if they're living in a city or doing road running or anything else where they are being exposed to toxins, I would highly recommend that they take a supplement that has got that equivalency, because they're not going to get it from their diet otherwise. Research links diets abundant in carotenoid-rich fruits and veggies with a reduced risk of many aggressive threats to the well-being of the body. They boost the immune system, helping the body to defend itself against a variety of aggressive threats. Carotenoids promote optimum well-being in ways distinct from the actions of other dietary factors. So this particular product contains the broad-spectrum lipid-soluble, in other words, fat-soluble nutrient supplementation. It's more than just beta-carotene. Carotenoid complex provides a variety of carotenoid family members as they naturally occur in the human food chain in fruits and veggies. Research continues to show that individual carotenoids play different and specific roles as part of the body's complex defense system against threats to well-being. In other words, beta-carotene on its own isn't as effective as all your other carotenoids as well, because there's also the gammas and the cis and the various other different funny names. The whole food ingredients so carotenoid complex contains carotenoid-rich extracts and concentrates is derived from whole tomatoes, carrots, spinach, red bell peppers, strawberries, apricots, and peaches. Now, can you honestly say that you are getting the optimum amount of these particular products every day? And remember, they have to be fresh, they have to be raw, and they have to be organic, and they have to be clean, or else you're not getting what you need. There are 15 powerful carotenoid family members. This unique formula has been tested and shown to deliver not just the beta, but also the alpha, the cis-beta, the gamma, and zeta-carotene, also lycopene, cis-lycopene, lutein, zeaxanthin, alpha and beta cryptoxanthin, violozanthin, canthaxanthin, capsanthin, and cryptocapsin. Please don't worry about these big fancy names. If people really want to know, they can either watch this recording again or just show them a bottle of the carotenoid complex, and they can try and wrap their tongue around these little names. There are more than 100 kilos. In fact, there's 115 kilos equivalent of raw fruits and veggies in that little bottle of 90 capsules. If anybody says to you, oh, but it's expensive, hold it up and say, please do me a favor, go and do research and tell me how much it will cost you to buy 115 kilos of raw, organic fruits and veggies that are rich in carotenoids. Once they've done that exercise, I don't think anybody's going to argue about the cost of this bottle. When it comes to delivering pure carotenoid power, carotenoid complex puts more than 100 kilos in the palm of your hand. To deliver the total carotenoid power in the single 90 capsule bottle of the carotenoid complex, you'd have to eat 115 kilos or more of the raw fruit and veggies it's made from. Research shows that your body absorbs only 5 to 10% of the carotenoids in these products anyway. 23 kilograms or more of the steamed fruits and veggies carotenoid complex is made from. Research shows food preparation affects the carotenoid bioavailability. Steamed fruit and veggies increase bioavailability by 30 to 50%. So not only do you need to get the correct products, you need to then process them in the correct way. 8 kilos or more of steamed and pureed fruit and veggies in baby food. Steamed and pureed fruit and veggies have the best bioavailability of up to 70%, which is the method of raw material preparation utilized in carotenoid complex. So in other words, they put a huge amount of processing, not only of the getting the correct raw ingredients, but then processing them so that we get the actual optimum amount in every single capsule. There is a huge amount of technology that goes into this little bottle that we take for granted. USDA scientists conducted clinical research studies on carotenoid complex and Neolife's exclusive broad-spectrum carotenoid supplement from Whole Foods and published their findings in peer-reviewed scientific journals. The studies showed the carotenoid complex dramatically enhanced the immune response of white blood cells, which are your natural killer cells, and the lymphocytes, which have greater than responses obtained at baseline and with beta-carotene supplementation alone. So they tried just the beta-carotene. And most of those experiments that were done with just plain beta-carotene were with synthetic beta-carotene that was obtained from acetylene gas. I have no idea how they do that, but apparently that's what they do. It reduced the blood lipid oxidation, so in other words, blood fats, and it prevented the oxidation of cellular lipids or cellular fats, whereas supplementation with beta-carotene alone did not. The next one is the flavonoids. Now, flavonoids are water-soluble antioxidants in fruits, veggies, tea, and wine. Remember, the carotenoids are the fat-soluble, so they have a build-up effect, and flavonoids are more like vitamin C, so they flush out the system fairly quickly. And these are the colorful pigments that are responsible for the brilliant blues, purples, and greens, as well as the yellows, oranges, and reds, which cannot be attributed to carotenoids. Research links them to reduced risks to our overall well-being, as well as antioxidant protection of body fluids. Neolife's flavonoid complex provides diverse phytonutrients from an optimal serving of fruits and veggies, plus the catechins from green tea and ellagic acid from grapes, cranberries, and other berries. Research links diets abundant in flavonoid-rich fruits and veggies, tea, and wine with reduced risks to overall well-being. This is your proverbial Mediterranean diet. As water-soluble antioxidants, flavonoids help protect body fluids from oxidation. Flavonoids promote optimal well-being in ways distinct from the action of other dietary factors. And this particular product has the broad-spectrum water-soluble nutrient supplementation, It contains flavonoids representative of all flavonoid classes, such as the flavones, the flavonols, the flavonones, the anthocyanins, and the catechins, as they naturally occur in the human food chain of fruits and veggies. Contains whole food ingredients derived from cranberries, kale, green tea, which is decaffeinated, beets, elderberries, red and black grapes, oranges, lemons, and grapefruit. Added vitamin C enhances absorption. Laboratory specified amounts of key flavonoids, and it has been tested to confirm the presence of specific flavonoids for which substantial research demonstrates benefits. It delivers ellagic acid and is closely related to the flavonoid family. Ellagic acid is an antioxidant phytonutrient found in cranberries, grapes, etc. It contains a green tea extract, and hundreds of clinical studies show that green tea flavonoids are missing in many diets, and obviously, as a result, you may benefit from the well-being. There are no artificial colors, flavors, preservatives, or sweeteners, just like all of the Neolife products. And it's obviously in a convenient serving in a little capsule form. Each tablet provides the phytonutrient value of an optimal serving, flavonoid-rich fruits and veggies. Just one more way you can meet the recommended intake, 5 to 13 servings of fruits and veggies every day. Flavonoid complex provides beneficial flavonoids from green tea, which is the Camellia sinensis, which is the world's most popular beverage. Safely consumed for thousands of years, the tea plant originated in parts of Tibet, China, and India. By the 19th century, Chinese Buddhist monks had introduced it to Japan, and by the 16th century, Dutch traders had introduced it to Europe. While tea is usually offered in friendship, it has also spawned war. The British tax on tea consumed by American colonists instigated the Boston Tea Party of 1773, an incident contributing to the Revolutionary War. Recently, green tea has been the subject of hundreds of clinical studies, the majority of which support folkloric claims. So what your grandmother used to tell you is probably true, because now we've got the science to back it up. Green tea, which is less oxidized than black tea, is rich in many beneficial substances and the essential amino acid threonine, potassium, and calcium, as well as magnesium, fluoride, and vitamin K. Compounds thought chiefly responsible for tea's benefits, however, are flavonoids, which are potent antioxidants that combat challenges to our well-being. Neolife makes it easier to reap the benefits of green tea, and our unique flavonoid complex features flavonoids from fruit, veggies, and decaffeinated green tea extract. Each tablet provides flavonoids from green tea, as well as additional diverse flavonoids and ellagic acid from cranberries, kale, beets, elderberries, red and black grapes, oranges, lemons, and grapefruit, and vitamin C is added for extra absorption. And if you really want to boost your system, you can take extra vitamin C as well. And vitamin C is the body's main water-soluble antioxidant for the maintenance of good health and contributes to the protection of cells from oxidative stress. Besides its own powerful antioxidant role, it is an integral part of the body's antioxidant defense team and contributes to the regeneration of the reduced form of vitamin E, the body's main fat-soluble vitamin. As vitamin C is water-soluble, it can't be stored in the body for long. It must be replenished every day. As important as this protective nutrient is, a large percentage of us don't consume the recommended daily allowance each day. So Neolife provides two excellent choices, and that is the sustained release tablet, which lasts for over 6 hours or more, and the chewable option, which doesn't last as long because it's not sustained release. And our products feature the high potency, high purity vitamin C, plus vitamin C related factors from whole citrus fruits. So again, it is not an isolate. It is the main ingredient plus all the trace. All Neolife vitamin C products include our exclusive Neoplex concentrate, which means virtually everything from whole oranges but the water for better absorption and utilization. As an essential nutrient, it is a factor in the maintenance of good health and contributes to normal energy-yielding metabolism, helping to metabolize fats and proteins. It also helps in connective tissue formation. As a potent water-soluble antioxidant, vitamin C contributes to cell protection from free radical damage. Cell protection from free radical damage and oxidative stress, normal collagen formation for the normal function of blood vessels, bones, cartilage, skin, gums, and teeth, normal function of the immune and nervous systems, as well as psychological function, maintenance of normal function of the immune system during and after intense physical stress, in other words, for athletes or people who have undergone quite intensive surgeries or other medical treatments, reduction of tiredness and fatigue, iron absorption from food, so to boost your iron, you need the vitamin C, wound repair, and basically in wound repair. And that is the end of inflammation. So let me stop sharing over here. Does anybody have any questions or comments in the last remaining minutes before I stop the recording?